Entry 4, Site 19. The game is on. I've spent weeks preparing on my end. I've worked up a couple of profiles on various people inside Site 19 that may be of some benefit to my plans. I've ranked them by their likelihood to risk their lives, which, believe me, was a difficult call to make. Not only do I need to trust these people, but ensure they perform to the point of no return, even if they have second thoughts. By then, they won't be able to turn back and betray me. I'll need to apply pressure to the right points to do so. Let's meet our contestants. First on our list is this Mr. Mystery Guard. Surprisingly difficult to find this man, hindered in no small part by Hillard's goons keeping a good eye on me at all times. I managed to peek at the personnel records on actual official business, but none of the M's were a match. At least, not the ones I could reach. Even worse, it's possible Lambert knew that we talked, and either reassigned him, or more likely killed him. But, if he is alive, I saw the look in his eye, the tone in his voice. He knows as well as I do that Director Lambert cannot be trusted, should not have this power. And if he's willing to risk his life to save me, what will he do to save his family? Lambert's meddling and cutbacks could result in more than just the occasional escaped S.C.P. One day, it will be an all-out containment breach. Some of the creatures here can puncture holes in the face of the earth. Others are reality-destroying nightmares. How far will they spread? How many will they kill before we retrieve them? That's my hook. Something tells me our mystery guard won't need that much convincing. Second on the leaderboard is an engineer, Panjani Rowe. Specializes in designing containment rooms for Euclid and Keter SCPs. Her resume is quite impressive. Amendments to procedures and facilities around 002, 2998, 096, 394, and my old acquaintance, 173. She has quite the knack for keeping the uncontainable contained, with the added benefit of staying alive. Her psych evaluation suggests she enjoys the challenge, takes great pride in solving puzzles. Usually the talents of someone like her would allow her the choice of any SCP to tackle, regardless of site designation. But it seems Lambert has had other ideas. She's been stuck here for 4 years, and with the odd dangerous SCP arriving perhaps once every 6 months, the outlook is quite dry for her. Must be very stagnating for such a lucrative career path to come to a sudden halt because one man wants the best on hand in case of emergency. She's Lambert's insurance, in case his budget cuts do result in a breakout. Rowe doesn't seem like the kind of person who would appreciate being used as a glorified wrench to tighten the odd bolt. With Lambert gone, she'd be free. With a distaste for authority like hers, it should be easy providing her with incentive. And here's where things become difficult. I need a technical aid to break through some of the denser encrypted files I've as of yet been unable to access. Whatever is on there must spell the end for Lambert, should it ever be made public. Not just any quote-unquote hacker will do. I need part of Lambert's inner circle. Enter Wilson Miles. Probably one of the most weedy weasels I've ever had the displeasure of encountering. And I've been in espionage. I've seen the worst humanity has to offer. But Miles is another level. Imagine a rat-faced intern with a constant nose drip and the dirtiest sneakers in history, and you'll have a pretty good idea what this guy looks like. He has the personality of a mole rat and the skittishness of a hamster. Hence why he's so far down my shortlist. Really should steer clear of this one until I have some good dirt on him. As it seems that'll be the only time I'll be able to puppet him into performing my plans. Lambert keeps him around like some kind of servant. Not just for posterity. He knows talent when he sees it. Wilson Miles has that in spades. As emotionally stunted as he is, the man has talent with code, or whatever it is you do when you hack things. Find his vice, he'll dance to my tune. Third on my list, I'll group them together, are Leslie Manning, Jacques Swindle, Nikolai Olswell, and Trevor P. Denton, hereby referred to as the D-Class crew. Of all the current D-Class on site, these four have the kind of skill sets I may find useful should I need to make a big play. Jacques and Nikolai used to pull big heists before they were arrested. Nikolai himself went through army training. Miss Manning is ex-CIA, so it would be handy to have her espionage skills on hand. Denton not only used to run a crew, he used to smuggle a lot of illegal goods internationally, and has a knack for stealth missions. Why so far down the list? Because there's no guarantee they'll help me. They may have the skills, but of all the other criminals and political prisoners in this facility, these four have one thing in common: ties to the outside. Each of them has something to lose, as well as something to gain. So far, the Foundation and law enforcement haven't discovered them, but I only need to press upon them that all it takes is a word about a hidden Cayman Islands account or whispers of a secret family hiding from the authorities, and those things will vanish into thin air. It's risky, ironic if you think about it, but they could prove more useful to me than anyone else on this list. Finally, I'll need some muscle. While our first pick would be ideal in terms of access to restricted areas without arousing suspicion, I need a soldier for arms and perhaps a touch of subterfuge. Colonel Hillard would be the best weapon to use against Lambert, but since that'll call for a miracle of biblical proportions, I'll have to settle for her second. Major Aaron Chen. Chen's not just a brown nose, he's career, which means he has total investment in being the best in the eyes of his superiors. As such, he has modeled his life completely around the work here at the Foundation. This is going to be a challenge. Chen's known to be a hard ass. He relished beating that scientist I mentioned a while back. And yesterday he pushed one of his own men into their food in the mess hall. What is it with this man and going for the face? Maybe if I play my cards right, I can show him how getting rid of Lambert delegitimizes those close to him, including Colonel Hillard. With her forced into an early retirement, the Council will be looking for someone else to take her place. Perfect motivation for an officer looking to move up in the world. It all depends how willing he is to screw people over, take a risk, to get there. This'll take a while to move into action. I need to be slow in some areas, selective in others. In some moves, I have no idea how they'll turn out. Wonder if when I look back on these tapes, I'll be glad events panned out the way they did. Or if I'll regret not having a time machine S.C.P on hand. Administrative Oversight Jacobs, signing off. I hope it was worth it.